Hello everybody. Today we're going to be learning a new activity on graphing, and you can continue this with fractions, ratios, but it's a great differentiated activity that you can do with your class. So here's an example that I just made up real quick, and it's labeled favorite colors in Mr. Colby's classroom. So you can have each student create their own graph, and they could go around and ask each student and take almost a questionnaire. It could be anything. It could be favorite sports, it could be favorite colors, favorite clothing, it could be anything that they want, so they can get as creative with it as they want. So you can label the y-axis, the number of students, and then the variable or the colors on the x-axis. And this is a great activity for your students to do because it is very creative, and it gives them the opportunity to ask questions and learn about other students. And students, especially at the younger ages, love to talk about themselves and learn about their peers. So this is a great way for them to get social, and it's good for ELLs to speak to each other. So once you have this done, you could have your students write a little bit about their graph and about what they understand, about what they have learned from the class or about doing this assignment. And that is good. The graph itself and the writing is differentiated for all levels of students. The graph specifically because students who are at the higher level will have a probably more complex graph with different numbers and different representations, or maybe they'll do number of siblings a student like everybody has. So the numbers they'll think about a more complex idea, and the number of each column or bar will go much higher because obviously some people have more than one sibling or no siblings, so it's just different numbers, and that depends. A lower level student will create something maybe similar to favorite colors, which is a very simple thing. You have one student that likes one red, you move it up a little bit to the two. So that's one or two students that like the red color. And then the writing specifically, because writing in itself is a differentiated activity. They write at their own level. Students are not going to write things that they don't understand. They're not going to use words that they don't know or don't understand. So they're going to write at their own level, and that makes them comfortable. So this is a great activity that you can do for each student and for your classroom in order to teach all the number of things you do. Fractions with 4 out of, I think it's 23 students enjoyed this activity, and it's a great activity to do.